we talked about games like Roblox, Fortnite, having social media built in, right? And that's part of the design strategy to keep the kids on as long as possible. It's attention economy, it's engagement, it's all of that. And we also covered this idea that kids are using them as a form of social connection and social currency. So what can families do? Like, let's say they want to say no to one of those games, but it's become kind of central to that kid's friend group. Like, what do you say? How do you handle that?
Yeah, I love that question so much because that is the reality, right? That's where everybody is. And I've been in both camps. So I've done it both ways. So I can tell you how it works one way and I can tell you how it works another way. And not only in my home, but in hundreds and hundreds of homes that parents have gone through the Screen Strong lifestyle curriculums and the parent courses and all that to see how to do this. So ultimately, what it boils down to is you have to change your friend groups a little bit or just dive in and get some more friends. And so what I mean is, this sounds so weird, but it is so simple. Like everybody, they had a lot of peer pressure to get on. Well, what we started doing early on, even is like third, fourth, fifth grade, we started having social activities at our house, in person at our house. And we can have all sorts of arguments and reasons why we can't do that. If you've got someone listening, well, I work or I don't have time or I don't have the money or I what, you know what? You do what you have to do.
Yeah.
If I told you today that if you could take away video games from your son and pull him out of that, friend group and find other friends for him to do something else. And if you did that, I would give you $1 million. You would probably say, I think I can do that. Right.
Yeah.
So if you want your child to develop social skills, which are the most important skill in their life, that's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on their social skills. When they are on a video game, they are not learning social skills.
No.
The game is determining all the things that they're doing. And the game is determining everything with the conversation and what we do next and whatever. That's not social skills. You're not face to face. You're not reading body language. You're not reading tone and inflection and cues and all the things that you get when you're in person with somebody. And this sounds kind of silly to an adult because we're like, well, we know how to do that. Well, we didn't know how to do that.
No.
We have to learn how to do that by playing with our friends. And you have to play with your friends in person, best outside, because then there's so many layers of good things that happen when a kid is outside. Yeah. And by the way, they think that playing, sandlot baseball in the field in the cul-de-sac is way more fun than Fortnite.